3 blades, a great scale llama canopy, a fully functional collective pitch swash plate, a brushless motor, a 6-axis gyro, and a really nice 2.4 GHz transmitter. It runs on a 3.7 volt 500 milliamp battery with a 25 CE discharge rate, and mine came with 2 batteries. I've been getting about 5 to 7 minutes of flight per battery depending on how hard I push the aircraft, and recharge times are about 40 minutes. You can recharge both batteries at the same time with the supplied USB charger, and extra batteries are pretty inexpensive and easy to get. The transmitter is also very capable, giving you the ability to switch between low and high throws as well as 6G and 3D mode. The 6G mode is extremely stable, and the 3D mode is for stunts and flips. The swash plate, micro servos, push rods, and rotors are very well designed to give a great deal of thrust during both normal and inverted flight. And speaking of inverted 3D flight, this little scale helicopter has the power to do some true 3D flight. It has more than enough power to do quick flips and rolls close to the ground. It can do tic-tocs, but it takes a little practice because you can bog the motor down if you aren't careful. The small 1106 brushless motor does have some serious power, and it can keep up with some simple 3D moves like flips, rolls, pie plates, and pyro flips. But it is a very lightweight aircraft, and it only measures 275 millimeters or just under 11 inches, so wind is not its friend. It can fight wind, and it flies extremely fast, but it can get a little squirrely in breezy weather, so it's best to fly it in 6 to 8 mile per hour winds if you're going to be doing 3D flight. The 3 rotor blades generate a lot more thrust than I expected, and it definitely makes the 3D flight much more fun and easy to pull off. Plus, it makes the aircraft look much cooler and much more realistic. They really went out of their way when it comes to the scale look of the helicopter. From the riveted door panels and exhaust port to the tinted see-through windows and tiny little windshield wipers, this aircraft looks great on the ground or in the air. The removable front portion of the canopy slips on and off really easily so you can switch out batteries on the fly, and it's held on with 4 tiny magnets which help it absorb impacts during a crash by letting it pop off instead of breaking. Speaking of crashes, this aircraft is very crash resistant. In fact, this is one of the most resilient CP helicopters I've ever seen. You can crash it upside down in full throttle 3D mode and not do any damage at all. I flew it into a few trees, hit a fence, and crashed it inverted a few times without doing any damage. You can get right back up and keep flying after most crashes if you hit the throttle hold switch when you hit the ground, and also try to fly over a grassy area instead of concrete. If you do manage to break something, spare parts are cheap and very easy to install. The box does say it has improved autos, but I wasn't able to pull one off. I did fly up to about 100 feet, kill the motor, and attempt an auto rotation, but it's just too lightweight of an aircraft for me to pull one off. It was, however, able to survive the 100-foot fall without any damage. Now, some people may worry about a tail motor instead of a belt or shaft-driven tail, but I have to say that this little tail motor is a real champ. And because of the 6-axis gyro, it's actually able to keep up with all the spinning, flipping, and hard flight that you can throw at it. For $117, you get the aircraft, 2 batteries, the 2-port USB charger, a spare set of rotors, a spare main gear and tail rotor. You also get a set of tools and a 2.4 GHz transmitter that can actually switch the throttle from the left stick to the right stick for those guys that like to fly mode 1. Although the aircraft can be a little squirrely at times because of its small size, it's a very capable 3D helicopter and a great deal of fun to fly. This is definitely a helicopter for people who know what they're doing when it comes to RC aircraft. If it is your first RC helicopter, then you'll probably want a simulator to go with it, because flying any collective pitch helicopter takes practice, even one that flies as nice as the AS350 Llama from WL Toys. Let us know your experience, show us your support in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching RC 101 with the Taoist Flyer. Don't forget to subscribe for more fun videos.